All right. Uh, I have to take this unit, this radio, completely apart in order to get into the antenna compensation, or this company calls it trimmer. Antenna. This antenna trimmer. It tunes up the antenna section so you get a little extra oomph. So I uh, I was trying to get it from the top. There's some screws hiding down in the back, and the first try was using this. I couldn't get in there. It's just the wrong shape, right? So then I have another set, and this one also the wrong shape. So I went online and I'm looking. I go, somebody's got it after all these years. So then I started seeing these online, and this man, this almost fit in there. I mean, it fits in there, but I can't grip the screw uh, tight enough to get it to come out. And I don't want to strip it off. So I have to take the radio apart, which to clean it and everything inside, that's the right thing to do. But while I'm taking it apart, I notice I'm having a hard time getting that knob that's broken off. And I'm like, what's going on? So then I look in and I notice, see, it's supposed to have two bolts. It's supposed to have like two bolts, like here. And this one's got a set screw in it. So this radio, it's possible this radio was built up with a bunch of leftover parts or whatever, but it is recapped, you know. And I want to show you some eye candy. Let me get this out of the way. My fingernails are really long. I keep forgetting to cut them. You know, when I get on to working onto something, uh, the rest of the world disappears. That's why I like working on radios. I think about them. I love them. And I just wanted to say that this radio is basically the NC57, but you'll notice one thing here. Let me get this. Let's see how this looks on the camera or on the monitor. Let's go up a little higher. All right, now the antenna trimmer is down in here, and it's held in with two bolts, and I can almost get the bolts through here with a right angle. Now, if I could get the coupler, there's a coupler here. Let's see if you can see the coupler. Yeah, good enough. There's a coupler here that couples the shaft to the shaft of the little trimmer, and I can't get that out of the way. It won't pull out because on the front of the shaft that comes out the front of the radio, there's a Jesus clip, and after you take that off, then you can pull the shaft forward. When I can pull the shaft forward, then I can get the 90-degree screwdriver in there perfectly, and it won't strip out. So I do have to take this apart. I've been taking it apart. I'm finding all little hints that maybe this is a radio that's been made up, you know, maybe a different case, and you know, a couple different things. But originally, it's recapped, and I got the S meter working. It was loose connection. I got that. It was up in here, and I got the S meter working. So you know, I'm getting there. Not having to recap the radio really saves me a lot of time, but that's not what I'm really trying to do is save time. I just want something to work on and something to think about. Now, as far as the NC57 and this, even though it's the same schematic, the capacitor on this radio, it goes in a metal box. In other words, it's got all the bells and whistles. And those caps, those tuning caps, let's see if I can make them move. No, wrong one. Wow, that's tight. I take that back. Hold on. Okay. these tuning caps, if you go look on different types of tuning caps, these are Hammerland, real linear. They're shaped. They're shaped like a gull wing or a bird wing. It's not shaped like a normal one. And they figured that out, that you could get the capacitor to be so many picofarads per degree. It's a really highly accurate tuning cap. So if you have a really good dial on the radio and a way to tune the coil or coils for low and high, you can make a radio that's really calibration wise really superior. Also, the BFO box, I believe this is the BFO box down here. Yeah, tone. This is the BFO box right here, and it's well made too. So it's basically an NC57 circuit, which is an RCA patent. It also mentions on the piece of paper Hazeltine, and I got to go sort of look that up. We used to have Hazeltine monitors and stuff at work, and they were a company, I think they're out of Massachusetts, and a lot of these companies were either Chicago, Massachusetts. Nothing was in California back in those days. It was mostly a midsection of the country. You know, even tape recorders like I gotta forget the name of the tape recorder now. Were basically from Chicago. Webcor Corporation, and even Ampex and all those. If you look at where they originally came from, Hewlett Packard. Later on, everything started being made out in California. You know, I'm seeing some new nuts on the hinges on the lid, new hardware there. That's no way it's that shiny this minute. So this has been built up, or maybe someone was working on this and trying to get it at 100%. They recapped it, but I do notice stuff. But it like I said, the guy's really good at putting capacitors in. He didn't get lazy at all. So I'm happy that way. But the radio's been cleaned up. Only what you can see with the lid up. When you look in other spots, you can see that the radio was cleaned up just enough to sell it. But it's interesting, you know, especially when somebody bodges a knob, you know. And I was looking at that knob. I'm like, the amount of force it would take to break this knob. Look at those fingernails. To break that knob, and especially it's right up against a post. But I think he broke it in order to be able to tap it. How come this isn't in? Okay, there it is. He broke it for a reason, and it's tapped to use the set screw. And you can see there's a lot of defacing here, like they were in there with some type of pliers or something. After I get this video done, I'm cutting my nails. I'm old, okay? And when you get older, you do what you want to do every day because you know the time's limited. I did tell you in one video, 3 people that screwed me over in my life died all the same week. And I did dance, right? And I might have told you the story. And that's the other thing when you get older, I'll do a video and then I'll say, nah, I'm not going to post that. So you don't really know what videos you did put up. And then also, I'm looking at this right now. This case has been dented in the back, right here. This is pushed in against the transformer, and that, and there should be clearance there. So I do have to take this apart anyway. I think that's it. All right, that's it.